Okay, we're once again in Darkshire on Kronos, the vanilla World of Warcraft server. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at our mailbox. We actually sold our sword the other day, the Sword of Corruption. We found it was a blue bind and equip. I found that a few episodes ago. We were able to sell it for about a 4 gold profit. So that's pretty nice. So I picked that up just now, which feels good. We could use a little bit more gold. And otherwise, there's really not much else to worry about with our characters right now. So that's as far as our mail is concerned, we're pretty much taking care of things. What we need to do, actually, we need to repair. We haven't repaired in a very long time.
What can I do?
And I think this guy can do it for us. 11 silver repair. It's pretty large at this level, actually. But it's nice to get that taken care of. So let's go and do a couple more quests in Duskwood. We're almost level 30, which is kind of nice. At level 30, I believe it's 30, we get mind control. It might be 32, but I'm pretty confident it's level 30. And what we're going to work on today, and by the way, you might notice the quest log over here looks a little bit different than normal. I recently added a new add-on called Extended Quest Log. It's super nice. I really like it. Some people recommended it to me, and I've never used it before, but it's really handy. So what it does is it obviously changes the visibility of our UI, or not the visibility, but kind of the physical features of our quest log. And it actually shows all the quests at once, which is nice. And if we click on the quest, it'll pop out the kind of more traditional quest frame so we can see the details about each quest. But it's really handy. And I think, yeah, so we can, I also have a new questie. So the previous questie I used was an older version that didn't work well with extended quest log. But now I've got this new questie which works just fine. And to move the quest frame, by the way, if you can't move it, you can't left or right mouse click it. You need to hold Control and Shift, and then you can click and drag. I think left or right mouse works, and either left control, right shift, doesn't matter what controls, what shift you use, but you can adjust it once you're holding control and shift, then click and drag with your mouse, just if in case you're using questie. What we're looking for is our worgens that we need to kill, which I think the best spot for them is down here. I'm trying to find exactly what that is. Let's see, because there's also these worgens are over here to some extent, but I think going around the back of this farm is the best way to go. So let's go ahead and buff up our inner fire, buff up Howard Fort, so we're ready to go for this. And you might notice at the top we have an open ticket. So the ticket, let's click it, I don't want to edit it, I don't want to mess with it at all, but basically the ticket relates to the missing diplomat quest. Last time we were talking about how Dashel Stonefist, we couldn't speak to him, he was stuck. Well, oh, it's a chest. We're going to get that chest. But I opened a ticket because apparently GMs can reset that for us. So that's the plan. We're hoping a GM will be able to reset it for us. So open the ticket, and hopefully while we're playing today, they'll be able to do that, and we can just hearth back to Darkshire, and then go up there and get what we need. I would just fly. Oh, whoops, that was not what I meant to hit. Let's do this. I forgot that I rearranged my... Let's fear these guys like this, and wand this one. Okay. Good to go now. We should be fine. I forgot I'm not using Holy Fire anymore. Last time we kind of talked about it and decided, since Holy Fire is not shadow damage, it's not as useful since it doesn't get some of the benefits from our talents that the other shadow damage spells do. So we're going to stick with more of a Mind Blast, Mind Flay, Shadow Repain style from now on. I should have dotted this first one over here. Let's heal a little bit and do this. One of these, and a quick flash heal. And start whacking this guy. So, one of the things we're going to do here is we're going to level up quickly to level 30, and then we're going to head to Stormwind and Ironforge. We have a couple quests to turn in. At each of them we have a quest, I believe. And we want to also try and do that Dashel Stonefist quest. And we can also train our level 30 skills. So that's why we're going to finish up this quest, which should be about enough to get us to level 30. Especially because we have rested XP. Let's go ahead and cast that Scroll of Spirit on ourselves. Can we loot this without aggroing these guys? I'm doubtful of that. Let's just attack this guy first. And we'll go from there. Yeah, so let's... Whoops, I didn't mean to hit R, I meant to hit E. Yeah, so let's go ahead and kill... Whoa, where did this guy come from? I was looking down at my keyboard for a sec because I hit the wrong key, and then... Let's do this. It's gonna dot the second one. We're gonna fear both of them. We're going to dot the first one again, and then we're going to wand him and finish him off. Did that guy just spawn on top of us, or did I aggro him somehow? I didn't really see what happened. Let's cast a renew. And anyway, we'll kill this one. We might have to kill this other one on the left side of the screen still before we can get to this chest, but we're almost there, so that'll be nice. Just a little bonus for us. And then once we go a little farther south, we'll get exactly what we need as far as our quests. We have to kill these vile fangs and tainted ones. The other thing we want to work on is we have something we can make with our enchanting. We can make a new rod, a lesser mystic wand, which is about 1.2 DPS upgrade. So we're going to go ahead and make that for ourselves soon. We're not quite there, but very soon we'll be able to make it. All we really need to do is get a few, what would you call them, components to make the wand. So it shouldn't take very long to do that. Scouting Belt of Defense. Okay, let's loot this guy. Let's just run away because we don't need anything here. What is that? A food crate. Okay, it doesn't really matter. Let's run. I want to scroll in a little. In this area, when you're around trees, when you're zoomed out as far as I tend to be, it does kind of mess up your camera. You tend to get caught zoomed out a lot, and the tree covers of foliage kind of blocks things, which is really annoying. Okay, so I think this is where we need to go to find our targets. There we go, a tainted one. Okay, perfect. So let's get in range. Cast the Mind Blast, one of these, and then one of these. Resisted, that's a bummer. Okay, we'll just wand him down. So we still don't have a main hand. We're still on the lookout for a main hand. When we go to the Stormwind or Ironforge, we might take a look and see if we can find a main hand for ourselves. Even just something cheap that's like a little bit of intellect would be worthwhile, I think. So just something minor. Doesn't need to be much. Just some stats would be better than nothing. And also we'll have a chance to melee in case we need to ever melee something that way, although I don't really see what we're going to want to melee too often. Trying to figure out the range. Oh, another resist. Mind Flay is getting resisted quite often, unfortunately. Huh. True. We're talking about in guild chat how one of the things that's kind of frustrating is sometimes in vanilla because there's so many patches that have been released from the time of when WoW first launched to even 1.12 or, you know, Burning Crusade and so forth, that it's very difficult to find up-to-date information. Or not up-to-date, but actually outdated information. We're looking for information that is available for before a lot of the nerfs or buffs or modifications occurred. If you use lots of databases, sometimes databases aren't really accurate. They're helpful and they will guide you in the general direction of something, but in many cases they have outdated information overall, which is too bad because it would be nice to have a nice, very reliable database for what's going on there. Oh, okay. We got both of them onto us. Let's just back up. We don't really need to fight both these guys. We'll just wand this one more time. That should be enough to back up. Yep, there we go. And it looks like Vile Fangs. Okay, so we need to kill 8 more Vile Fangs, 6 more Tainted ones. Easy enough. Yeah, so that's basically the plan. Is we're gonna finish this quest, turn it in, hit level 30, go to Stormwind, hopefully do the Dashel quest if a GM gets back to us in time. But at least we have a couple quests to turn in at Stormwind. I think we have one anyway. In Ironforge we have another one. We still have one from Blackfathom Deeps to turn in Ironforge, so still want to do that. Infected Wound we're gonna clear for sure. We don't want that on us. And let's pull this guy. So, in other news, what else is going on recently? Not a lot with Chronos. Chronos 2 recently switched to new hardware, and the new hardware failed. Like, it basically caused so many crashes and issues that they switched back to the old hardware within 20 hours. Like, within one day, they switched back to the old hardware. So that was a bad sign. The goal is that eventually they're going to release this new hardware on Chronos 1 also, but we'll see what's going on. I'm starting to lose some of my faith in the Chronos team in terms of being able to really transition to new hardware without causing a lot of issues. It just seems like every change they make comes with the new problems, which is very normal when you're talking about anything in life, really. When you change something and you fix one problem, a new problem can arise. That's a very common problem in just about anything you do in your life. But it seems like it's been this way. You know, I first joined Chronos, we first started this series, it was going really well, the servers were really stable, the population was really high, everything was great, and it does feel a little bit more like just in the last 2 months, it's really slowed down a lot in terms of improvements. Like, the improvements really aren't happening as quickly as I would like. Now, and I don't mean to really harp on the team and really bash them or anything, because they're volunteers, right? These aren't people that are doing this as a full-time career by any means. So I do appreciate their hard work, for sure. I mean, certainly they're doing better than anything I'd be able to do by a long shot. I have no expertise or skills in anything programming or server related. But it is a little disheartening at the same time. Long term, I do think things will be just... Target on line of sight. Okay. Long term, I do think things will be just fine on Chronos. I'm really not worried long term. It's just short term, a little... oh, that guy resisted again. A little frustrating. So, don't worry. I certainly am not leaving the server. I honestly do believe that Chronos, right now, along with the Rebirth, is a different server, but a comparable server. Those two servers are together, I would say, the best vanilla WoW servers right now. I've heard a lot of good things about... Is it called Vengeance of Azeroth? VOA. I don't know what exactly it stands for, VOA. I've heard a lot of good things about VOA. It's a PvE server, I guess is what it is, and it's a TBC server. So it's actually Burning Crusade, but it happens to have, you know, of course you level from 1 to 70, there's no boosts, anything like that. It seems nice, but I really don't want to play Burning Crusade. I'm really more interested in playing vanilla WoW, and so on that server I feel like the rush is going to be to get to 70, and once you hit 70, I think in a lot of cases people won't do Molten Core or things like that. They're just going to skip it and get Burning Crusade gear and then do the instances in Burning Crusade, which is fine. I mean, I really like the Burning Crusade. I think it's the only expansion I played on in WoW, to be honest, so I can't really say if it's the best one, but it's the one that I played on. I really liked it. I thought the Burning Crusade was good. As much as I enjoyed flying mounts when they first came out, I think looking back, flying mounts were a really bad idea overall, and I don't like flying mounts. Like, I really enjoy the ability to explore on them, but as much freedom as flying mounts give you, I feel like they actually restrict really, like, true exploration on a server. Like, there's just nothing left to uncover because you can fly anywhere. You can see things, you can get up to high places. And so in that respect, I don't like the Burning Crusade for that reason. The exploration aspect of it is quite less interesting to me than in vanilla. This guy just resisted like 3 of her wand hits in a row, by the way. Totally resisted all those. On the bright side, we're clearing this up quest real fast, and we're definitely going to hit level 30 as soon as we finish up this quest. If not just from killing these mobs, but definitely by the time we turn in the quest also. Unfortunately, we're getting too many tainted ones. We need more vile fangs. Like, I don't know if this is a deep cave or not. It looks like a shallow cave, like there's not much more in here. So we'll have to see about that. Anyway, so VOA is a good server, I think, from what I've heard. The population has hit a peak of about 800 people recently, which is nice. To me, that's a reasonable amount. I think you really want to get like an average pop of about 1.5 is what personally I think is great, at least 1.5. Oops, I kind of did my combo wrong there. Oh yeah, okay, this cave just ends here, so this is a really shallow cave. What was I saying? So, VOA seems good, but I'm not leaving Chronos. I like Chronos 1. If I could transfer my character to Chronos 2, I would maybe consider doing that, because there's a little larger population on Chronos 2. But there's no character transfers available, first of all. And the Chronos 1 population, it's not bad. I know people seem to think it's low, but to me it's not low. I've really had no problems finding groups for anything. I've grouped quite a lot and had no issues with it. Oh, we pulled this guy on accident. I'm going to fear him, and we're going to hit him with this, and then we're going to mind flay him. But yeah, I've really had no issues finding groups on this server. I enjoy Chronos 1 a lot. I think it's a good server. So if you're looking for a vanilla server, I would recommend Chronos 1. I haven't played on Chronos 2, so I can't really recommend it, but I've heard good things about that also. I'm sure Chronos 2 is fine. It's definitely a younger server, so that's one benefit possibly if you want to not feel like you're behind, but honestly to me I'm a level 29 priest and I don't feel behind on Chronos 1. I feel fine. Like, it's kind of nice because then if I hit 60, I can jump into a high-end raiding guild and get geared up pretty quickly possibly. So that's kind of a perk of being a little bit late, is you don't have to go through the struggles of establishing a guild. Yeah, so we've only need to kill 4 more Vile Fangs. We're almost done with this. There's 3 more after this one. And once we kill these 3, what will we spec into next? I guess we will be able to spec into this next line, which I guess will be Shadow Weaving. Your shadow damage spells have a 20% chance to cause your target to be vulnerable to shadow damage. This vulnerability increases the shadow damage dealt to your target by 3%. Last 15 seconds, stacks up to 5 times. Yeah, that seems good. Seems like it'd be really nice as a Shadow Priest in a raid group. If you have a few Warlocks, like I could see a lot of interesting uses for that. What's the respawn rate on these guys? I know there's more over here, but I'm not sure if it's worth going over that way, or if I should stick around for these. Seems like a slow respawn at the moment. Let's go ahead and get back our Furbog suit, and let's cure this disease off ourselves. And let's just wander that way. We kind of need to go that way anyway to turn our quest back in Darkshire, so maybe we can just sneak along the edge here. And kind of avoid pulling a bunch of aggro from other mobs. Oh, what's this? Dark Runner. Okay, we don't need Dark Runners. Oh, I should have probably... Yep, there we go. Okay, I did make it. Good. Can I go up this way? I've never really explored along these edges here that much. It looks like there could be some cool exploration to do Southern Darkshire here, but I'm not gonna worry about it too much. You know, a few episodes ago I was talking about the possibility of doing some instance PvP at level 29. I looked into it, and basically Warsong Gulch and Arathi Basin just don't pop very much below level 60. So there's really nothing to do. Like, I didn't try to queue into it, but I just talked to a lot of people, and everyone pretty much agreed they almost never see low-level instances pop, which is fine. I am not too heartbroken over that, but I really enjoy it down here, by the way, looking at chat. It's looking for one more tank, looking for more tank, looking for tank. Like, a lot of people are looking for tanks all the time. It's like a really common occurrence. Tanks are grossly in demand here. I don't know what you would call it. Just like there's always more need for tanks on this server, and I don't feel like it's worse than any other server that I've ever played on. But it's just like any WoW server, pretty much always. I just messed up that rotation really bad. Let's fear this one, and let's hit him with this. Anyway, so every server I've ever played on, tanks for grouping are always in demand. It's just true. And, you know, in a lot of cases, a warrior is what you would prefer as a tank, but I've seen some cases where a paladin can tank. I've never personally had a paladin tank. Maybe once I've had a paladin tank. I don't have much faith in paladin tanks. Bear tanks, druids, I trust a bear tank. For an instance, I would trust a druid tanking. In general, I think that would be fine. Resist, that's not good. Let's fear this guy. But yeah, bear tanks are good, but most of the time warriors are what people are looking for. And man, on my warrior, I find groups, like I just get invited to groups all the time. Like whether I'm even looking for something, I'll just get a whisper asking if I want to join for a group. Which is nice. It's so easy to instance as a warrior. And I'm not protection spec, so warriors have arms, fury, and protection as the three talent trees. I don't have any points in protection. I have, I think, every point in fury and maybe 3 points in arms to lower the cost of heroic strike, or the rage cost of heroic strike. But anyway, so I'm basically DPS spec, and I've tanked. The other day I tanked Scarlet Monastery, the Cathedral, which is the highest level of Scarlet Monastery. Scarlet Monastery is an instance. It's split up into 4 smaller instances, and the 4 have different levels. Like the lowest one you can go in there at like 31 or so, 32 maybe, and the highest one is more for like level 38 and above, 38 to maybe 37 to 40. Anyway, I tanked it at level 37, and we completely cleared it. No one died, no one wiped. It was super easy. So that was without any talents in protection spec. So even not spec'd as a tank, my warrior tanked an instance that he was almost a level or 2 low for. So it's a nice feeling. I felt good with that. Now to be fair, my tank's like super well geared up. He just has a lot of blue gear that's like level appropriate. I have some enchants. I know what I'm doing as a tank, so that helps a lot. But yeah, I mean, it was fun. And I got like the, what is it, Aegis of the Scarlet Commander? I don't know if that's what it's called. It's basically the shield that drops in one part of Scarlet Monastery. It's a really nice shield for warrior, so I got that, and that was awesome. But I can't even use it. My warrior's too low level to use it. He's like a level or 2 low, so it's kind of funny. Okay, so we're going to turn our quest here to Calor. We did finish killing our Worgans in the woods. We get 22 silver, and we do hit level 30, so that's nice. So now if we bring our note... Okay, so here you go, Super. Bring this message to Master Caravan. He quickly removes a piece of faded parchment, offers it to you. A few more like you, and we will outnumber the Night Watch. Cloak of Fate. 4 stamina, 4 spirit. That's cool. So we'll probably upgrade to that. Who do we... Where is this guy? So he just... Looks like he's... Oh, there he is. Sweet. Well, that's nice. Okay, we're going to turn in this quest. So we got 1900 experience for that. We're going to get this. We're also going to get a wand, which actually is not... It's Interesting. It has a much faster attack speed, but the same DPS. Huh. Cool. Much lower damage range. I think I decided if it's better to have a faster wand or slower wand. But we'll take it for now, of course, and 3,200 experience. That's cool. So what does this cloak look like? I'm just curious. Looks like, actually, we have a pretty good matching set of gear there. Our little priest is stuck in some weird running animation. Let's go ahead and equip this, because definitely losing 1 stamina for spirit I think is worthwhile. I still don't like showing cloaks generally, so I'm going to leave that cloak off, I think. And we can disenchant our old one here, so we're going to do that. The resilient poncho is gone. That's gone. Get a soul dust for that. That's not really too great. And what else did we get? We found a belt out while we were out there. We can disenchant that. That's not anything worthwhile. And then, is there anything else? So this is the wand. Is a faster wand better than a slow wand if DPS is equal? And also the type of damage it deals. This is fire damage. This is nature damage. I think more things are resistant to nature than fire, but I'm not sure. Anyway, these have the same DPS, so it's hard for me to decide if there's really a difference there. And then we got our next talent, so we need to go ahead and look at shadow weaving. I think is the way to go. Even things like shadow reach seems kind of nice, increasing the range, but shadow weaving I think is what we're going to stack up. Vampiric Embrace. So eventually we can get this. Afflicts your target with shadow. That's my thought too. I think I'm gonna go for a faster wand. I think it sounds better. I don't know why. Big crits? Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Okay, here's an idea. Here's one last thing we're gonna do. Okay, this is the deciding factor. We're gonna decide which wand looks better. This one is like a little stick. You can see it just sticking out, kind of boring looking. This one is a consecrated wand. Which one is better? They all agree the second one is better. Damn, this is so complicated. Okay, we're gonna switch wands. I think it might be the wrong decision, but this one looks a little bit cooler. So we're gonna switch to it. That's like the only reason. Just that it looks a little bit cooler. We're gonna disenchant it. Rod of Sorrow from Arathi. Okay, that might be something we go for eventually. Either way, we're probably gonna get rid of both these soon because we're gonna go make our own wand. It's a little bit better. Ooh, that was a nice upgrade. A nice and disenchant at least. Okay. Well, now that we've finished that, we're level 30. We should take a flight to Stormwind. Where is that? There is Flight Master. So what we want to do is talk to the Seeking Wisdom quest to get this done in Stormwind. And then hopefully a GM will get back to us around that time. But either way, we need to train our skills for level 30. We want to get those while we're there. So Stormwind's pretty short flight, thankfully. And we'll speed up the video for the short flight. Okay, so we landed in Stormwind. Like I said, very short flight. I mean, that flight only takes a minute and a half, I think. I should have ran the timer, but it's pretty short. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to the Seeking Wisdom. So give Jitters Journal to Bishop Farthing Stormwind in the Cathedral of Light. So he's in the far north. That's perfect. We need to go up there anyway because we need to talk to our priest trainer who's also up in the cathedral. But actually, while we're here, let's take a quick peek and see if Dashel, whatever his name is, Dashel Stonefist is working at the moment. It's possible he reset on his own or the server crashed and reset it, who knows. So I'm gonna go take a quick peek. I opened the ticket without actually talking to a GM. When I logged in, I assumed it was still broken, and figured I would just send the ticket right away. Oh yeah, I almost missed this alley. He's right in here. It's kind of a sneaky little spot. Oh good, he is here. Never mind. Okay, we're gonna talk to Dashel Stonefist. Complete the quest. Defeat Dashel Stonefist in Stormwind. Let's go ahead and shield up. Let's abandon my ticket. We don't really need that ticket anymore. I was waiting for my Weakened Soul debuff to drop. and then we will be good to go. Let's accept. Okay, let's dot them. Let's do this. Let's fear all these guys. Let's hit Dashel with a Mind Blast. And let's get him with a Mind Flay. He's on level 26. This should be a really easy fight for us. Let's shield back up. Put a fresh Shadow Word Paint on him. And start the wanding again. I do like the speed of this wand. It is fast. And Dashel is cooked, but his buddies are still kind of jerks. Why are they still attacking us? There we go. I was going to say, you guys should leave me alone, right?
Here there.
Okay, complete. Perfect. Complete quest. Speak to Elling Trias in Stormwind. Okay. Well, that was easy. Like I said, not very hard. And these little guys are kind of jerks. Who are they? Old Town Thug. Not Beasley there, but Old Town Thug was hitting us. Kind of a mean thing to do. But I'm glad that worked for us. So now, they didn't even knock off her inner fire all the way. This is kind of funny. We want to go back down here, talk to Elling. He's the cheese guy. I don't know. I like that he hides in that cheese shop. I always mention it, that he's in the cheese shop. It's just funny to me. So we're going to go talk to that guy and turn in our quest. I don't remember what this quest turns into next, Missing Diplomat. So yeah, I might know something about that meeting at Adelstead. Stead. Happened a few weeks back, I think. It really didn't have any part in it. I really didn't have any part in it. Okay. We'll see about that. Let's talk to Elling here. He's always upstairs, always in this room full of cheese down here. He's got a little slice of cheese for himself up here. Okay, so this Slim that Dashel mentioned doesn't have any other name written here, but if you say he's amenable, then that's a start. Okay, speak to Mikhail in the Wetlands. Ah, yeah, I do remember now where this quest ends up. This is a very long quest line. Before we go do that, though, maybe we should work on that next. The Missing Diplomat. We'll go talk to the guy in the Wetlands, because we also have a quest anyway to turn in over there. But before we do that, I want to take a quick look in the auction house. And let's find a weapon, level 20, usable. Sure, let's just see if anything comes up. I'm looking for like one-handed, like there we go. Like that's a nice weapon for us. not quite. Looking for something just a one-handed weapon. There's not many weapons we can use actually that are one-handed. We can use this large bare bone, which actually looks like a bare bone. It's kind of cool. Two-handed, one-handed. You know, I don't know if I ever trained weapons with this guy at all. I think there's a weapon trainer in here. I think he's a weapon trainer. Let's take a peek in there and see. Weapon master. Daggers. We've never trained daggers. Somehow this entire time we never once trained daggers. I want to just clear up a few things in our junk here. How did we never train daggers? That's impressive to me. I don't know why. I guess we had a two-handed staff and we used that forever, and we literally never did anything else except just now I got this cursed Eye of Paleth. Let's take another look at this. Where is daggers usable search? Well, that's I mean, I'm not gonna ever attack, so that's kind of pointless. The 2 intellect's nice, but that's about it. Huh, interesting. Okay. Well, we're gonna keep moving along, because next what we'll want to do is go to Ironforge. Anyway, we have a quest up there to turn in, which is the Knowledge in the Deeps quest, the Sustaining Ring. So we can turn that in and get a slight 4 Spirit, 1 Stamina. Actually, it's not even an upgrade. I think we talked about this last time, that it's probably in no way an upgrade, but we still want to turn it in and get experience for it. And when we go to Ironforge, we'll talk to the weapons master there, so we can also train whatever it is there we're going to train. I don't know. I think we can use one-handed swords and one-handed maces also as a priest. But I'm seriously extremely surprised that in this entire time I've only just now trained to use daggers. Like it just, I don't know. I guess I've been lucky. That means no dagger has dropped for me. Like, I haven't been in any group where a dagger's dropped, because it kind of would have been bad if a dagger had dropped and I couldn't even equip it. I would have felt kind of stupid, I think. Alright, so we're going to here to the Cathedral Light, because we're going to turn in this, well, not really Cleansing the Eye, but we're going to do Seeking Wisdom. That's what it is. Cleansing the Eye is nice. We get experience, but we would lose our shadow damage for a healing one, which is nice, this offhand, but I'd rather keep the shadow damage. So Bishop Farthings, I think we need to talk to for the Seeking Wisdom. Let's talk to him. And go to Menethil Harbor in the Wetlands and speak with Clorin Steelbrow. Well, that's nice. We have 2 quests in the Wetlands now. 3, actually, I think. And here's our priest trainer. Let's go ahead and talk to High Priestess Lorena. Train me. Inner fire powered shield. Okay, those are both useful. So our inner fire is going to be bumped up to 720 armor from 495. And the mana cost is still pretty low. So 100 mana, 105 is pretty nice. Powered shield will add an extra like 60 to 70 damage absorbed. Just kind of weak, but still worthwhile. I'll grab that. Okay, yeah, we got some good stuff here. We've not used Smite, so I leave it alone. Holy Fire we were using, but I think I'm just going to ignore it because now I'm thinking of not using it as much since we're really kind of digging in a Shadow spec more. Prayer of Healing. A powerful prayer heals party members within 30 yards for 300 to 321. That seems useful in certain areas if we're getting AoE'd somehow. I'll go ahead and train that. Shadow Protection. We'll get that. I don't know if we'll be using it a lot. A new Fade. That's good. It basically will reduce our... what is it? So if you're more effective than Fade 1, is this one? More effective than Fade 2 is the other one. And then the really fun thing we get is Mind Control. So it controls a humanoid mind up to level 32, but increases the time between his attacks by 25%. Lasts up to 1 minute. We're going to have some fun with this. I am looking forward to some PvP scenarios with that. Now let's go ahead and fix up our toolbar here a little bit. We got a new Discipline is where we get, yeah, new Inner Fire. We have a new Power Word Shield, which is just rank 5, yeah? Yeah, rank 5. And Prayer of Healing, which will go on our heal toolbar here, which, let's see, where do we want that at? I don't expect us to use it a lot, Prayer of Healing, but it might be certain scenarios where we have some benefit for it, so we'll throw it on there. And then, yeah, a new Fade, right, so that's going to be useful. Fade is in Shadow Magic, I guess? Okay, I didn't realize that. I thought it was in Discipline. Shadow Protection, I'm not going to worry about putting that anywhere on our toolbar right now. It's not going to be used very often. And then finally, Mind Control. So this goes to our normal toolbar. How do we want to... Where do we want to put Mind Control? I guess I can stick it over here. At 11, and we'll use it from time to time. It's not going to be something we use often, but there's definitely be times we'll have a good use for it. Especially in PvP. I think it's the most fun is mind controlling people, and I don't want to like grief people. I'm not going to stand at like the Great Lift in Southern Barrens and throw people off the cliff. But if we get into an encounter where we're getting attacked, I can at least mind control someone, make them run away from me, throw them in like down a river or something, like off of a pier, and then I can run away. So there's lots of uses for that. Up to level 32, I have to keep that in mind. So that's soon we'll be probably running into alliance that are above that. We won't be able to use it, but yeah, we'll see. Alright, so we got our skills. We turn in all of our quests. There's lots of quests here we could be picking up. Quests all over the place in this town, to be honest. And we want to get ready for Gnomeregan soon, but I think before we do Gnomeregan, we're going to fly up to Wetlands and turn in Knowledge in the Deeps and Ironforge. I'm going to fly there first, turn that in. The Fury runs deep. We're going to turn that in Wetlands. And Cleansing the Eye, we're going to not do that one. The Doomed Fleet, we're going to talk to that person in Wetlands. And the Missing Diplomat, we're going to do in Wetlands. So we have a lot of Wetlands quests, like 3 of them plus 1 in Ironforge, is that right? Yeah, 3 Wetlands quests plus 1 in Ironforge. I'd like to knock out all 4 of those, just get them moving a little bit more. So this is going to be a longer flight, but we're going to go up there to Ironforge. Oh, we can't take a taxi while in our Furbog suit. And there we go, we're going to take a flight, we'll speed things up again. Okay, so we've taken our landing in Ironforge, and we have to go turn in the Knowledge in the Deeps, which I think is in the Forlorn Cavern in Ironforge is like the northwest side, I believe. And yeah, it should be up here. I guess it's just due north, not even northwest. But yeah, so this area in the back of Ironforge, I feel like it's kind of interesting. The Hall of Explorers and the Forlorn Cavern, they're almost isolated in a sense. Like, people don't frequently come over here. Part of me wants to do these Festival of Flame quests. The Festival of Fire. What is this? Torch the bonfires in Stormwind, Ironforge, Darnassus, and speak with the Festival Lore Maker. Let's touch this one. I guess we could have done the Stormwind once we were just there. Oh, we got the Flame of Ironforge. Why not? And then we'll see if we end up going get the Stormwind Darnassus one. Darnassus is so far away, but we're going to Wetlands anyway. What's the reward for this quest? Festival of Fire. It's a midsummer reward. We do get these things. The Fiery Festival Brew. Those are kind of cool. They don't do anything, but they're kind of cool. Might consider doing them. I think you get some reputation, maybe a little experience for those quests. Okay, Knowledge in the Deeps. We're going to turn this quest in. This is from Black Fathom Deeps from a few episodes back. It's been actually quite a few episodes now, I think. We finally turned that in, and the Sustaining Ring is unfortunately not an upgrade for us at all. Yeah, it's just really not, so we're just going to disenchant that now. A little bit of extra disenchant junk's always good. Some strange dust, okay. What do we have? Ghoul Fang, put that up there. And, okay, so after this, now we need to fly, I guess it's quicker this way. We need to take a flight over to Wetlands so that we can turn in our other, like, stacks of quests. This one's in Aberdeen. We're not going to turn that one anytime soon. I don't know if we're ever going to turn in that quest, by the way. I'm just holding on to it in case we do head that way, but I'm not sure we will. So, these rewards, the Doomed Fleet, looks like this is a chain quest. We're going to be searching for some metal, possibly, off of a sunken fleet along the coast of Wetlands. We have another quest for... which one is it? Missing Diplomat? I know this one. This guy's slim. We're going to have to fight him and kill him. He's kind of a high-level mob. I don't know if we're able to do it ourselves. It's a short flight over to Wetland. Oh, I'm in the Furbolg suit again. I always forget that you can't fly on this server in the Furbolg suit. And then the other quest we have is the Fury Runs Deep. That quest we can turn in very easily. Well, not easily. We have to actually run a Dun Modar, which is kind of out of the way. But the reward will be a two-handed mace that we will disenchant. So we'll get a little more disenchanting mats and some experience. I just want to clear up our quest log a little bit today. And I wonder if we abandon cleansing the eye if we lose our offhand. I wouldn't think we do because it doesn't say quest reward. We should be able to keep it. Oh man, I just remembered we wanted to train weapons in Ironforge, but I obviously forgot to do that. That's okay. We will go back another time and take care of it. But yeah, this is a quick flight at least. Looks like someone's following up behind us a little bit there. And in the Wetlands, the quest we're turning in, we're going to work on is in Menethil Harbor. It's where we're going to land. But this one way up here is really out of the way, and it's a long run. I don't really want to deal with running all the way over there just for that, but we probably should still do it. Then I just need to decide if where we're going to go after. I don't want to run all the way back. We may just hearth out of there to make it a little more efficient instead of running and running back. But the hearth is currently set in Darkshire, and we don't have a lot of quests left there. We're kind of wrapped up in Duskwood now, I think. I mean, these two quests are non-experience quests. In fact, I can just abandon this quest. I know I'm not going to kill 15 of these plague spiders, so we're going to get rid of that one. The Dusky Crab Cakes, I'm not going to kill more spiders just for this quest either, so we can just leave this quest. We're going to just vendor the Gooey Spider Legs. Gathering the Rot Blossoms, maybe. Total Infliction, maybe. But I think it might be time for us to leave Duskwood. I think we may just well be wrapped up there. The question is, where do we go next? We have a lot of places we can go. Good leveling spots at 30. I'm thinking it might be time to go to Arathi, or Hillsbrid Foothills, maybe Arathi Highlands, but Hillsbrid Foothills is what I'm really thinking. Which is nice. It might give us a new area to explore. And Hillsbrid, by the way, is up here. We do have a quest to turn in there anyway. It's South Shore. And let's go in here, though, and talk to a couple of these quests we have to turn in. Glorin Steelbrow is the Doomed Fleet. Let's see. Search the wreckage of the Flying Osprey in the Wetlands. The Flying Osprey is wrecked to the south of Menthil Harbor. If you find the Light Forge Iron there, bring it to me. Okay. Well, that's easy enough. And then Mikhail, the missing diplomat. Welcome, 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 Supa. What's that? Trius, keep your voice down, my friend. This is not something. Okay, complete quest. So do to poke before he escapes and then return to Mikhail and Menethil. There's the guy. He's level 34. Okay, we're buffed up. I finished Duskwood and Wetlands, I think, for the most part. This might be a tough quest for us to solo. I'm gonna give it a try. We're gonna see. I'm gonna cast Power Word Shield on myself right now. This guy's not an elite, but he's 34. But I think he also brings some buddies to come with him. They're kind of rough. So we're gonna have to see how this works. We're gonna accept the quest once our weakened soul is down. Okay, we can accept it, and we're gonna target this guy. He goes invisible, it's kind of annoying. Let's get ready to target him. Where is he? Let's do this. Let's start wanding him. And let's just fear both these guys to start. And let's hit him with one of these. He resisted that also. Let's get him with this. He resisted that also. He resisted that also. That's really bad news for us. He resisted 3 of our attacks while we had him feared. That really sucks. Let's get another powered shield. Ooh, slowing poison. What does that actually do? Poison. Slowing poison. Time of attacks increased. Okay. Well, the good news is that they're really not doing a lot of damage to us. Which is really good news for us. We're going to fear him. We're going to Shadow Word Pain him. And we're going to fear. We're going to go ahead and cast a Renew on ourselves. And we're going to try to Mind Flay him. He resisted that also. He's kind of a jerk, this guy, isn't he? He's resisting a lot of our stuff. Let's keep going at him here. Let's go ahead and shield ourselves up. Let's do a big heal on ourselves. Let's get another Shadow Word Pain on him. We might need to cast a mana potion. Okay, we did that. Oh wait, did it work? I don't even need the mana potion. Huh. His stupid friend's 34. And there's what he's saying. Okay, no need to get all violent. I'll talk. I have a few notes. The job back at my place. I'll get them and meet you back at the inn. Okay, complete. Oh, there's slowing poisons, and all those poisons were kind of gross, but it worked out fine. His friend was the real problem, I think. There's 2 34s hitting us at the same time. Was non-ideal. Where do we turn in this quest? There we go. Okay, I was like, where's the quest get turned in at? Okay, there's Mikhail. I'm glad the commotion's died down somewhere around here. The last thing this place needs is another brawl. Okay, that's complete. Missing diplomat, complete quest. 1500 experience, that's fine. Give me a couple minutes, Supa. There was some excitement here a moment ago. Okay. Find Commander Samuel in Duskwallow Marsh. Huh. Okay, well, we can do that. Where is this guy? Light Forge, okay. That's actually outside then, I guess. You know, our inner fire never even dropped during that whole fight, which is cool. Giant clam. Well, I'll at least harvest the giant clam for myself. There's some guards here, it looks like. But I guess there's our boat. It looks like it's surrounded by Murlocs, so we're going to have to deal with some Murloc scum. Let's go ahead and open this clam up. And let's see. I think this metal might just drop from the Murlocs, but I'm not sure if that's true. There, a waterlogged chest. That's probably what I need. So let's try to just pull these Murlocs towards us. I wonder if this guard will help us with the Murlocs. If we just get him in position to be close enough. Not that I can't kill a 28 Murloc on my own, but it would be a little more convenient. Although, apparently this guy's just going to stay out of range anyway, which is really annoying. Just going to wand him and dot him some more. Hey, I'm really surprised I was able to clear that last quest. Honestly, it's those 2 34s, they resisted quite a lot. At least Slim did. I didn't worry about his friend at all, but I'm assuming he would have also resisted quite a lot. So I'm pretty fortunate to have completed it, I think. Okay, I wonder if I can just run up here and just... Uh-oh. Maybe not. I was going to say, I wonder if I can just run up there and fear all these guys. But unfortunately, they don't get in melee range. They're ranged, so they're not going to all group up on me and just be able to be feared. Sometimes you're fortunate if you get a lot of melee mobs to attack you all at once. And there's a shadow vulnerability, by the way. It does tick a little bit. Or it does happen sometimes, at least. So it'll get better once we hit 5 talents in it. Because at 5 points, it'll be 100% chance, and then it'll be proccing all the time. It's going to be really nice. Anyway, if you get a bunch of melee mobs to group on you, you can just fear them and then just loot the chest you need and just be on your way, and that's kind of convenient. unfortunately, there we go, complete quest. Gather 5 Lightforged ingots. Okay, oh, I guess these guys drop Lightforged ingots, it looks like. So, it looks like we're going to kill more Murlocs now. Let's get to work. These Murlocs are fairly easy to kill for us. They're not anything we really need to stress out about, so we can just, you know, take our time, nuke a few. Increases shadow damage taken by 3%. Yeah, shadow damage wand then should be amplified by shadow vulnerability, which is nice. So we definitely want to try and get a shadow wand if possible. Murloc. Just dot that one. Let's just keep going. I hope the drop rate is pretty good on these. I have no idea if the drop rate's good or not. I don't remember doing this quest. Maybe I have, but I don't quite remember it. And what is the purpose of this? So, gather 5 Lightforged ingots and return to Glor Steelbrow in the Wetlands. Okay. Having grabbed the single Lightforged ingot from the Waterlock chest, it's clear that Murlocs are still in the rest. Hunt the Murloc raiders near the flying Osprey wreckage for the lost Ironforge iron. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and heal myself up. I want to loot this. We have 2 of 5 Lightforged ingots now. I guess, let's see, where did the first one come from? Did we loot it from one of these guys? I think the first, oh I see, so we get 1 Lightforged ingot just from the one we looted to start the quest. So we only need 4 more after that, which is pretty nice. Let's go ahead and put this on our quest tracker over here. So we really only have to kill maybe 4 Murlocs at the most if we get lucky with drop rates. And let's kill, once this one dies, we'll go loot these 2 and we'll move over to that shoreline over there. So we'll be a little in a better position, I think, to actually farm these guys instead of being in the water. I hate being in the water for these types of quests because a lot of times you get kind of pinned in a bad spot in the water and it's hard to see if something aggro's on you. There's all sorts of bad things that can happen when you're underwater in WoW. So it's ideal to not be floating in water if possible when questing. I meant to put an inner fire up. It seems like I didn't forget to do that in between fights. Anyway, this might be the last kill we need, and then we can go turn in our quest over there, and that'll be really convenient. A couple more wand hits. Need 1 tank and 1 DPS for Zul'Farrak. Yeah, there we go. Another tank is in need for another instance. So, alright, so we just got like, I think we had 100% drop rate on those things. That was cool. Really nice. Now let's hopefully not get netted by these stupid things. Let's put our Furbog suit back on. And we'll go turn it in. That wasn't really a quest I was planning to do today, but it was so conveniently located for us, it seemed worthwhile. And I guess it's another chain quest. There's no reward for it, so it seems like it's just a chain quest. I have this feeling it's going to take us to, not Menethil Harbor, to the, I'm forgetting the name now, I'm completely blanking, to Theramore, that's what it is, to Duskwallow Marsh. I have a feeling we're going to go to Duskwallow Marsh for this quest line. Okay, so we're going to turn in the 5 ingots and take the Creative Lightforged ingots to Grimmind, Elmore, and Stormwind. Okay. Mirnus invites me to a group. Sup? Who is... These are guildies, but I don't know what they're doing. Oh. I see what they're doing. Got it. Yeah, this will be easy. Huh. I'm guessing, I mean, if it's me plus them, then they should be very easy to complete, right? I just completed it by myself. He got too far away. They might need a little bit of help, I guess. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Slim's friend? I didn't kill Slim's friend. I don't know why they're killing Slim's friend. I feel like they're breaking this quest. I feel like they're doing something very wrong. And hopefully for their sake, it's not all busted up. I guess they decided to kill Slim's friend afterwards anyway, but I just didn't do that. Poor Slim's friend. All done. Yeah, they're lower level than me too. No wonder, they would have a lot of trouble with that. Cool. Well, that was nice. I'm glad I could help. And, okay, so let's do this. We have our hearts set to Darkshire. Trying to decide what's most convenient. I think take care, amigos. Take care, camigos. Close enough. I think what I want to do is turn in the quest up here, The Fury Runs Deep. So you've been holding on to that forever. What's this box over here? Food crate. Okay, we don't need to worry about the food crate. I think I want to go up there, turn in the quest, and then I think we'll hearth back to Darkshire, which is kind of out of the way, it seems like. But I want to do that because it's relatively close to Stormwind, and then we'll be able to turn in the Blessed Arm quest in Stormwind conveniently. Dustwallow. Is it really Dustwallow? I thought it was Duskwallow. Is it really Dust? That's Swamp of Sorrows. Duskwallow Marsh. Dustwallow? It is Dustwallow. I thought it was Dusk with a K. D-U-S-K. But it's a Dustwallow Marsh. Okay, so... Alright, it's a little inconvenient, but the plan will be turn in this quest, hearth back to Darkshire. Then we can fly to Stormwind, turn in the Blessed Arm, and if there's anything else with the missing diplomat down there, we can do that too. Actually, that's not true. I guess we'll have to go to Dustwallow. So, okay. Yeah, so we're turning our quest here. This is the quest that we did from the Stockades. Second time around. We'll get it done very easy. And we move on. We'll hearth back to Darkshire. Then we can fly to Stormwind to turn in the Blessed Arm. Then we can fly to Ironforge to train our weapon skills that I forgot to do when we were there. And then we can head up to Wetlands. So basically make a trip all the way back south here, and then work our way back north up to where we're basically at now, turning in quests along the way and getting some skills trained, or getting weapon skills trained anyway. And then we will probably, and definitely this will be next time, we will go over to Dustwallow Marsh to work on the missing diplomat quest. And I think that's the only quest we have in Dustwallow Marsh. Yeah. Ah, there we go. And then this Blessed Arm quest is one that tells us to go kill Morbent Fell. So this will eventually send us back down. This will send us back down to Darkshire to complete a quest there. So, okay, good. So we will have a quest to do down there in the end. Yeah. So that'd be cool. This is a long run over here, by the way. I mean, this is seriously a long run. And that's why I don't want to have to run back. Like, it's just such a long run to turn in a quest that doesn't give us much. I mean, it's a green quest to us now. We'll get a little experience, and we'll disenchant something. That's all we're getting out of it. It's just not really worthwhile to us to spend a lot of time on it. And running back, I hate running in Vanilla WoW long distances and having it be an inconvenient run. Like, I want to try to make traveling along the way to something worthwhile to me, where I'm stopping and getting something along the way. And that's why hearthing back to Darkshire, I think, makes the most sense. What is this? A Fen Lord and a Fen Dweller, some copper, Wetlands, Crocolisk. We do have a quest to kill these gnolls out here, these moss hides, but I really have no interest in doing that. I'm just going to fear that Crocolisk, by the way. I really have no interest in working on that quest, because it's... What is it? Fire Taboo. The reward is some crappy food, and it's a green quest. I think it's on our list of quests that we're going to end up abandoning in the end. And you guys must think I just abandon tons of quests, because I feel like there's all sorts of quests I just am skipping or abandoning. I don't know, I have this habit of, for whatever reason, I just seem to not do as many quests as I would need to, but I never run out of quests. I always have plenty. That might be because I level slow enough that I have enough rested XP that it makes leveling a lot smoother for me, that I'm not just grinding a lot. But my warrior, I got him to 38. I think he's now at 38. Maybe just 37. I think he leveled 38. And I never did a single quest in Stranglethorn Vale except for turning in all the pages. I was farming trolls there for a warrior quest, and along the way picked up some pages, and then I just bought the last few pages I needed and just turned them in. I got a lot of experience for that, but that was the only Stranglethorn Vale quest I did. And I don't think I'll go back there with my warrior at all. I didn't need to. With my priest, I think I would like to go to Stranglethorn Vale because it's a really interesting zone, I think, Stranglethorn Vale, and it's a really tough zone. So I think it might be fun to spend a few levels in STV on the priest. I think we're going to wait a few more levels for that. I think at 30, it might be better for us to go to Arathi, or, Hillsbrid, for about to like 32. And then around 32, we can go to Stranglethorn Vale, and we'll be able to do quests a little bit easier. It's difficult to level in Stranglethorn Vale at level 30, I think. I mean, you can do some quests, but it's tough. And every single horde character you run into will be higher level than you. So if you go at 32, you'll at least be higher level than a, level 30, 31 horde, and you'll be able to do quests a little bit easier. Let's go talk to... these guys also... What does this guy have for us? Rag Garmison. Rag Garmison wants you to locate Old Rustlock. with the Eastern Bridge, and we haven't seen... Okay. I think we might work on a quick quest while we're here. Motley Garrison. We're going to complete this quest. You must choose a reward, right? Head Basher. That's the end of that quest line. We're going to get rid of the Head Basher because it is a weapon we cannot use anyway, so that's going to be disenchanted. And it's soul-bound, so we can't sell it to Greater Astral Essence. That's pretty cool. And, okay, so let's go work on this quest. What is there? Food crate. So this is the Thandal Span. Rag Garmison wants you to locate Old Rustlock. A tremendous explosion roared through the hills. It was horrible. Good soldiers died defending the Thandal Span. Longbraid says we'll take revenge on the dark side. We're in a world of hurt, though, and I don't see any reinforcements in sight. Longbraid sent Old Rustlock to scout the Eastern Bridge to see if we could secure it. I guess this, if you look on the mini-map, there's two bridges here, Western and Eastern, I guess. And Eastern looks like this is the one we need to be at. That was days ago, we haven't had the manpower to search for him, and it's been under siege. Okay. Let's find this guy. I've done this quest before, and I seem to recall we just need to go down here. Let's pop a powered shield. I know there's elites down here, I think, maybe? I don't quite remember. Yeah, there's our guy. We're going to complete the quest, accept, and we're going to get out of there real quick. You don't need to actually kill these mobs at all, since, I mean, there's just no reason you don't have to kill them, so even though there are 29 elites, we could probably kill them, actually. I think we could take them on one by one. Why not just sneak down there, grab our stuff, and move along? Still getting chased, though. Chasing us quite a distance, in fact. And his buddy is, too. Okay, there we go. We're out of combat, finally. Okay. Let's move pretty close. I mean, it's a really quick quest, right? Like, it didn't take long at all. It took us 2 minutes max to do that. So that's really nice. I appreciate when we have these quests that are so easy to do, that are just really short. And we'll turn in. I guess I could probably some experience for it. Like, I'm assuming a few thousand experience. It's an elite quest. Should be pretty solid. Complete quest. Okay, destroy the cache of explosives. What do we get? 6 stamina, 1 agility cloak. That's... We lose 4 spirit for 2 stamina. It's not really good. 11 stamina, 4 intellect. That's possibly worthwhile. We were able to get 2,500 experience for that, so that was convenient. And what is the actual Thandal Span? Okay. Destroy the cache of explosives. Cache of explosives destroyed. Poor Rustlock. So that guy was dead, by the way. I did it real fast because we were getting chased by elites, but it looked like he was dead. We must not let his death pass in vain. Yeah, definitely a death. This parchment you discovered indicates that Cam D. Fury, the mastermind behind the original attack, arranged for cache of explosives to be stashed just across the Thandal Span and Arathi Highlands. If those explosives make it to the bridge, our major supply line to the north will be severed. The cache must be destroyed. Soupa. Return to me when your mission is complete. You know, unfortunately, I cannot recall if we have the flight path to Arathi or not. I know we went to Shadowfang Keep, but I don't remember if we went through and got all the flight points or just swam around it. Huh. Can't quite recall. Anyway, the explosive cart, I do recall this for sure, is over here. So we're going to sneak over and grab that thing in just a moment. Looks like we have a Shadowcaster here. I'm guessing he's going to be good at resisting shadow spells. That kind of sucks, but... Well, he resisted our wand, actually. Not our shadow spells, but our wand. Yeah, these guys are a little beefy. There's the cache of explosives, so we just need to get over there. We can grab it. This guy hits hard, by the way. Like, I mean, honestly, he's taking us down to half health, and he's only at like 1/3 of his health left, so we can kill him easily. But these aren't... This isn't an easy level 31 for us to kill. I mean, he's definitely... does a lot of DPS at the very minimum. Okay, we're gonna loot this. Now, I guess we'll need to kill this one also to get over there. Although, I wonder... Can we mana burn this guy? What happens if we mana burn him? 78 damage. He resisted that. I mean, how much mana are we spending on mana burn? Is this really worthwhile? I'm not sure if this is that good. It is hitting... Well, we got... It is a shadow damage spell. Huh. I kind of like mana burn. I don't ever use it. I mean, this is really like the first time I've ever used it, I think. But it's functioning solidly for us. He resisted that one. That was kind of a bummer, but... We got a dot on him, and we're about to use up all of his mana, so he's very soon going to have to melee us, I think. So that was interesting. First time I ever used mana burn. Works okay. Why are we interrupted for wanting this guy? Oh, he's not in line of sight. That's fair. Really? This guy just reset or healed or something? What's the deal there? Okay, let's do this. Let's do one of these. We just want to kill this one at least. Not in line of sight. Okay, really? Come on. Okay, come on. I'm just like, I feel like it's a really slow killing for that guy, and now we're getting chased down by an dark iron supplier. We're gonna run away to get aggro, get this guy off of us, and we're gonna let Spirit Tap clean up, and then we're gonna, or finish up, and then we're gonna heal ourselves up a little bit. Yeah, let's do that. I think we're pretty good there. I think now we can maybe just do this. Are we aggro? Do we aggro both these guys? We did. Let's get one of these going. Let's fear them both and see if we can blow this up before they knock us out. I think they're gonna get back too fast. Oh, no, not bad, not bad. Okay, we're gonna book it out of here. Wait, did we kill that guy over here, or what happened? Where was he? No, I guess not. I thought... That's right, he just ran away. The other guy ran away. Okay, well, we're ducking out of here now. We finished what we need to do here. Blew up our explosives cache. That's what I'm trying to say. Now we just need to go turn that in. So that was actually kind of a fun little extra quest line there. I wasn't planning on doing that, but it's kind of fun. And... yeah, I think we'll probably wrap it up here. I was considering McCreel's Moonshine. Is there a quest over there or something? I don't know what's over there, but I'm not gonna go over there right now and worry about it. Boy, so that worked out well. We got a lot done in that this little adventure up here. I wonder if that's why Cam Deep Fury sends you up here, because they assume by the point you're at that level. But where do we turn this in? I assume we turn in back here. Destroy the cache of explosives. And... yes, we do, okay. I wasn't sure if we did. I didn't see the yellow dot popping up on there just yet, but I see it now. And I see the question mark, obviously, so... let's go ahead and get the pants. I mean, we're losing... what are we losing? 4 spirit for 4 intellect. So we give it 4 spirit, gain 4 intellect, and we gain 7 stamina. Actually, that's probably an upgrade. I would say it's an upgrade. Seek out Captain Neal's at Refugee Point. We'll do that later, but I think we will take these Swampland trousers. What do they look like? This is the old pants right now, brown pants, these are new pants. Okay. I think it's better to go with the extra stamina. Wait, am I disenchanting the wrong ones? 11 stamina for intellect. Oh, I must have been... that my comparison thing wasn't working quite right. 11 stamina for intellect. So we'll lose 3 intellect and 6 spirit for 11 stamina. I don't know if that's as worthwhile. I'm going to get rid of the new ones. Instead, I'm going to keep the 7 intellect, 6 spirit they already have. Okay. So now we're going to Hearth, because what we need to do is go to Blessed Arm. We need to turn that in. And then we'll work our way back up. We'll go to Dustwallow Marsh eventually. So we've got a few things we need to work on here. And Plead of the Alliance is at Refugee Point. We just picked that up. We'll do that next time also, I think. We'll see. But that's all for today. We did manage to hit level 30. We trained Mind Control and a few other fun things which we haven't used yet. And completed quite a few quests. We're halfway now to 31, so that's nice. So that's all for today, though. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. This one should die very shortly. A couple more wand hits should take care of it. And let's dot him, I guess, for now. And we're going to toss a heal on our warrior.